Good morning, my dear student of class 12. This is chapter 1, Seals, Scripts, Weights. Next topic, NCERT, point number 7. Seals, Scripts and Weights. The seals give us useful information about the civilization of Indus Valley. Some seals have a human or animal figure on them. Most of the seals have the figures of the real animals, while a few bear the figure of mythical animals. Okay? And size and shapes of the seals as concerned, the seals are rectangular, circular, or even cylindrical in shape. But important thing is which type of information we take from the study of seals. Okay, the topic began. Seals and sealings. Seals and sealings were used facilitated long distance communication. The seals may have been used to stamp bags or packets containing goods which were sent from one place to another. After a bag was closed or tied, some wet clay on which one or more seals were placed, leaving an impression. Okay? Understand? Seals and sealings. Seals and sealings were used facilitate long distance communication. The seals may have been used to stamp bags and packets and contain goods which were sent from one place to another. After a bag was closed or tied, some wet clay on which one or more seals were pressed, leaving an impression. If the bag reached with its sealing intact, it meant that it had not been tampered with. Okay? Seals were used by different associations or merchants for which purpose? Understand, seals gave the surety of the goods, I think, because here, if the bag reached with its sealing intact, it means that it had not been tampered with. Okay. Okay, and seals sizes मैंने बताया कि seals are rectangular, circular, or even cylindrical in shapes. Next topic, Harappan script. Harappan script and enigmatic script, mysterious script, enigmatic script, mysterious script. Most inscriptions are short. The longest containing about 26 signs. There are estimated 375 to 400 signs. It is apparent that the script was written from right to left. Script probably script was written from right to left. Script was written from right to left. And consider the variety of objects on which written has been found. These scripts were found on lots of things. For example, seals, copper tools, rims of jars, copper and terracotta, tablets, jewelry, bone rods, even an ancient signboards. After this all conclusion, the question related to script, why is Harappan script considered an enigmatic script or mysterious script? Okay? Any problem? Seals and sealings, scripts. After that, we go to the topic weights. Okay? Weights. Exchanges were regulated. A priceless system of weights made of a stone called chert and generally cubical with no markings. Any problem? Weight system. Weight system exchanges were regulated by a precise system of weights, usually made of a stone called church and generally cubical with no markings. Okay? No any problem? Lower denominations of weights were binary. Lower denominations of weights were binary. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, etc. to 1800. While the higher denominations followed the decimal system. Okay, lower denominations of weight were binary system and higher denomination followed the decimal system. The smaller weights probably used for the weighting jewelry and beads. Metal scale pens have also been found. After the clearance of the topic, seals and sealings, Harappan scripts, and enigmatic or mysterious script and weights. Okay, and the next topic, ancient authorities, palaces and kings. Ancient authority. There are indications of complex decisions being taken and implemented in Harappan society. Take for instance the extraordinary uniformity of seals, weights and bricks. Then the question is, who organized these activities? Who organized these activities? Then the answer is a large building. Answer is there was a possibility of ancient authority, palaces and kings. A large building found at Mohenjo-daro was labeled as a palace by archaeologists, but no spectacular finds were associated with. A stone statue was labeled and continues to be known as the priest king. Okay, a large building found at Mohenjo-daro was labeled as a palace by archaeologists, but no spectacular finds were associated with it. But a stone statue was labeled and continues to be known as the priest king. But some archaeologists are the opinion that Harappan society had no rulers. Listen carefully. Different archaeologists, different thinking, different their views. Harappan society. Okay, some archaeologists are the opinion that Harappan society had no rulers and that everybody enjoyed equal status. Yet another argue that there was no single ruler but several. That Mohenjo-daro had a separate ruler, Harappa another. Okay, two different mindset. First mindset types of archaeologists are the opinion that Harappan society had no rulers. Harappan society had no rulers and that everybody enjoyed equal status. Yet others argue that there was no single ruler but several. Okay, but Mohenjo-daro had a separate ruler and Harappa another. While some others argue that there was a single state. Some others argue that there was a single state given the similarity in artifacts, the evidence for plant settlements, the standard ratio of bricks, sizes, and establishment of settlement near source of raw material. Three different types thinking, three different types of conclusion by different archaeologists, and finally, as of now, the last theory seems the most plausible, as it is unlikely that entire communities could have collectively made and implemented such complex decision. Okay, finally this view is, I think, authentic. Okay, write both pages. This is your very important notes. Thank you.